Yep, kind of fucked up there. Hello, everyone. This is Gregor. Welcome to the stream. Something a bit mm, funny, well, funny-ish happened to me while I was making my coffee. So the music was actually supposed to loop a bit there, but it didn't. And yay, I guess. I'm gonna like give you the story as soon as we get started. So we're going to be doing more Persona 3 tonight. This time I kind of like also readjusted the lights a bit, so you should now actually be seeing me go down. No! Sinking ship! Well, not ship. I think it's more like sinking shit, referring to my desk chair. Oh dear. So before I raise my chair, I need to fix something first of all. There's literally no way to make it the default to start in full screen instead of stretch. Wait, what? Something's not right here. Give me a moment. So yeah, there we go. I'm now actually a bit more centered. Kind of hoping that I remain here. So yeah, I was actually trying to make my traditional coffee beverage, which for those of you that don't know is actually 2 parts instant coffee and 1 part espresso shot from an espresso machine that me and the missus got last Christmas, I guess, when I gave her my heart, but the very next day. Yeah, never mind. We actually got like one of those capsule coffee machines on Christmas. I did not expect to be using it much, but surprisingly it's probably the appliance I'm using the most in this household. Which is kind of funny, but what I actually do is, like, when I make my frappe, I kind of like use 2 parts of instant coffee and then I fortify it a bit with a shot of espresso. So what ended up happening here was that the missus kind of, I guess, reprogrammed the espresso maker without telling me, because there's like this function where there's like 2 buttons on top that you can use to start the coffee making procedure, I guess, and they're supposed to be for different quantities, which you can set yourself, so it's kind of like 2 preset buttons, I guess. I'm used to having the right one for like my big espresso shots. We actually got like the official, actually they're kind of decent. There's like official metal espresso tumblers, and her sister got it for our like birthday. It was also kind of expensive considering what it is. But I always had like the right button configured to like fill it just like a smidge before the top, and she went and reprogrammed it so that it dispenses a whole mug out of like the little espresso capsule that it uses. So because she kind of likes to drink hers a bit diluted, so it's kind of like an Americano more than an espresso. I didn't know that, so I did what I usually do. I started the stream, and while the starting soon screen was playing, I went to make my frappe. So I set the espresso to like be made, and then I turned my attention to the instant coffee, and the next thing I know is that the small espresso tumbler is kind of like overflowing with vanilla espresso. So yeah, that's why I took like 3 or 4 minutes, because I had to clean things up. But it's kind of weird that the intro was supposed to loop and it didn't somehow. Print club? Nah. We don't actually need courage anymore, do we? I think I maxed it last stream. It's like basically charm and academics now, and that's it. Okay, I'll just do charm tonight. So it's gonna be Café Chagall every single night except for Wednesday and Saturday, right? Which is the quiz nights. Your charm has increased. Yay! Because I drank weird chemical coffee. It's getting late. You decide to go back to the dorm. So yeah, I kind of like also adjusted the lighting here. My left studio light is kind of falling apart, so I had to fasten it again, and I also swapped out the bulb for a lower intensity one. So hopefully this, because I was watching my VODs from last night, and like especially my forehead, which is also actually kind of like a big forehead now that I think about it, is like this huge hotspot on the face cam, which kind of sucks, because when you have it on like the full screen mode, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't show as well, I guess. But I suppose that's the problem, really. Hello. Hi. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Not so great. Oh no! Was that from the food I cooked you? We're going to have a quick meeting tonight about the operation. I like how I'm the leader of this group, I guess, like the dungeon leader at least, but I'm always the last one to find things out from all the other team members. Like, Fuka is like the newest one to the team. She's like newer than even, say, Junpei. So why does she know things before I do? Oh, also, yeah, I was talking about like, that coffee tumbler, so give me a moment. So yeah, this is it. This is like the tumbler, which I usually make one shot of, which further goes into this, like, to fortify it. So, like, the liquid that ended up coming out was around like 2 or 3 times this. So yeah, it kind of made a mess. Thankfully, there's like a collection tray at the bottom of the machine that kind of like picked up most of it. And thankfully I noticed fast enough to like stop it from further overflowing, because I put like the microwave next to that. It would probably have gone under there, and then I would probably need another like 10 or so minutes to get things cleaned up. It's like, it's coffee. You can't really like let it sit for an hour or two while I stream, and I'll go clean it up later, because it's gonna crust. And if it crusts, it's gonna be a PAIN. Wait, what? It's gonna be a pain in the ass to clean.
Just a moment. I found it. I sense a strong presence.
I sense a strong presence.
Hey, we were right.
We? What do you mean we?
Or so it would seem.
It's located in Iwatodai, inside a building on Shirakawa Boulevard.
Iwatodai? Really? Okay.
Shirakawa Boulevard. They've been finding the lost in pairs lately. Now I understand why.
Aha.
In pairs. Huh. Oh, I get it.
What do you get? I don't get it.
Why? What's on Shirakawa Boulevard? I'm not familiar with that area.
Wait, what? Test. Am I still online? I just got a notification from Steam that it went, got like a notification from my Steam feed that I've gone offline. Friends network unreachable. Huh. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem to be my internet, because it still broadcasts by the looks of it. It also doesn't seem to be like Steam yeah, no connection. Steam's down again. Is it like a maintenance or something? Oh well.
I've
Let's keep
heard about
going.
it,
Doesn't
but
matter.
That's where all those hotels are. That explains a lot.
Oh
heard
no,
about
it's
'em,
that
right,
red light
Luca?
district
Where
rumor.
people go to.
How is it that every time we hear a rumor, 2 days later we actually have to go fight a shadow where the rumor was meant to be taking place?
Nonsense. They're no different than ordinary hotels.
I know, because I've been to all
The
of them.
rooms are a bit fancier, that's all.
How would he know?
Oh man. That's it?
I don't know about this. Maybe I shouldn't go.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't go.
You're just like a little kid, Yucatan.
Maybe you shouldn't go either.
Whatever. Fine, let's go.
Can no one go?
But this time, I want a piece of the action.
Wait, what?
So, who's gonna take the lead?
I don't see any reason to change leaders now. And
Really?
Yamagishi, I want you to handle support during the operation.
I'll do my best.
All right, then I'll let you decide on the rest of the team. Let's do this.
Okay. Oh, come on. Would it have killed them to have like a proper like party selection menu? Yeah, I'm gonna get these guys. Let's do this. Dungeon mode. Story. Engage. I sense a powerful shadow on the 3rd floor. Please head there immediately. Ah. Like, I like how we brought you Karen and she's dressed up like that. It's the lobby. It's like blood here too. Eek. It's the reception desk. Okay. A description of the available rooms is posted. Okay. Can we see what's on the 3rd floor? Nope. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Aha. It's a transmogrified guest. Ooh, I like the music here. Really like the music here. I sense a large shadow behind that door. Are you ready? Let's fuck him up! What the hell? The fuck is that?
Be careful. The enemy is a Hierophant.
There's just like one enemy, right?
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
What should I try? Like we got like Agi, we've got Zio, we've got Garu. Ah, Bufu. See, it's like the wrong persona to have summoned.
It doesn't seem like darkness will work.
Oh, I see. Hey, she actually picked up the things. She actually picked up the its resistances. I guess Agi is probably a correct element to be using here. Agilao, maybe. Although, did we have anyone that was weak to Zio? I want to say Yukari? Let's see, tactics.
All right. Don't use Zeo skills. They won't work.
Okay. Guess I can probably try some other kind of like physical skill. I don't know what Empusa has. Magaru. Dodge slash counter. I think I'm gonna try this. I wanna see what dodge slash is. Oh. Yeah, dodge slash. Sorry, my bad. This is like a passive skill. But Tarunda is probably a decent one to use here. I assume maybe like Rebellion might also be nice. I have it on it's like Ares or Titan, I don't remember which one. Although Rebellion is kind of gonna let's see. Rebellion is kind of gonna buff here as well.
Watch it. Light won't work.
Okay. Let's see, Rebellion. Zan A, new moon bonus. It's like a full moon, medium strike damage to one foe. Yeah, it is like a Rebellion and then just like spam the multi-hit one and hope for criticals. Come on, crit, 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 crit. Nah. Yep. Wait, what? Ooh. Eek.
That skill seems to scare its enemy.
Oh no, scare. Let's see if we can do it like this. Oh, like, whoa. Ouch. Don't scare me, don't scare me, don't scare me. Flack.
Hiko-senpai is paralyzed with fear.
This does like a lot of damage. Can anyone else attack maybe? No? No. Don't crit. Nah. Don't crit. Please don't crit. Yep.
Hang in there.
Okay. I guess you carry slightly less useless this time. Come on, recovered, attack. Do it. There we go.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now.
Okay, that was decent. Ish. This is not. I'm kind of having the impression that this is not actually gonna be the boss. Oh, I forgot to swap out to what's her name? The one that has growth. God damn it. God damn it. Oh well. You succeeded once again. Can you hear me? It's a toilet. It's a large mirror. It's a bed. There's a large bed in the middle. Is it a toilet too? It's the bathroom. Wait, what? There's like a separate toilet and bathroom? The bathroom can be seen through the window. Oh, really? Who the hell thought this was like a good design? The door won't budge. A strong force seems to be holding it shut. There's something else in there. Wait, where is it hiding? It's in the mirror, right? It's in the mirror. Something strange about this mirror. You can go in it, right? Shadow comes out. Wait, what? Why am I watching someone shower? During the shadow hour, no less. The dark hour. Your head feels foggy. You hear the shower running in the bathroom. You don't remember why you're here. What was I? It feels like you had something important to do. Embrace your desire. Is it gonna try to like make me do stuff? I am the voice of your inner self. Enjoy the moment. That which cannot be felt is merely a dream. The presence is all we have. That's not true. Screw you, voice. The future is but a fantasy, memory fabrication. Let your desire free you from your shackles. Such is my wish. Nope, can't give in. Screw you. Pleasure is what you truly want. Can I just like want really hard to kick whoever's talking in the face or something? You stand before the doorway to bliss. You cannot deny your instincts. Embrace your desire. Yep. Your mind is getting clearer. You have regained control of your thoughts. The shower in the bathroom has been turned off. Gonna be like Yukari or something? Yeah, it's Yukari.
What was I?
What? Why did I get slapped?
Oh,
I didn't do
can
anything.
finally reach you. Can you two hear me? I'm sorry I couldn't contact. The shadow was interfering with your thoughts,
Oh no.
and you all got separated. The enemy is still in the same room. Please regroup and hurry there. Did you hear that, Yukari?
Sorry. Yeah, I heard you.
Did something happen?
Nope.
Nothing.
That's not what you were wearing in the dungeon. Oh, Yukari.
Come on, let's.
So we're not gonna
If you
talk
tell
about it?
anyone, I won't ever speak to you again.
Seriously? How is this my fault? Its power is blanketing the whole building. I'm pretty sure it's in that one room you were in before. But it somehow sealed the door, so I don't think you'll be able to get in. I'll try to find out if there's a way to break the seal. Please join the others. They're on the floor above you. Ooh. Are they also gonna be... doing stuff? There you are! I didn't know there was another shadow. Anyway, you okay? How about you guys? Of course we're okay. It's the mirrors. They're giving off the same energy as the shadow. Wait, we have to find all of the mirrors? I remember this one mirror we saw on the third floor was different from the others. When I stood in front of it, I felt kind of strange. Oh, now there's like a bunch of shadows around. I'm really digging the music though. Break it, break it. Your mind feels fuzzy. Wake up! What? I don't think randomly breaking mirrors is the right approach. Oh, I see. Do they... never mind. They also have to be the same shape as the... Oh, you need to find the mirrors that show no reflection of you. Okay, gotcha. Can I go see what Yukari was doing in here? You don't need to check that room. The scent of soap is coming from the bathroom. Is this why she was like, Is it like she was like an automatic login for the party when we started this level? Because that's kind of cheating game. I really like this song though, I've never heard of it before in the game. It's kind of like really funky. Not again. Well, we can't give up. Like a shadow over there. So there wasn't one in this room, but I don't know if they're like randomly placed. See. Nope, reflections. Never mind. Yeah. This reminds me a lot of Persona's 5 soundtrack, actually, more than anything else. Very jazzy, funky kind of tune. Okay, yeah, this doesn't have a reflection. Break! Aha! You weaken the seal, but there seems to be another mirror on the floor above you. Really funky. Yeah, love it. How about in here? So, if they were about to like do something, would there be another coffin on the bed? Like in the horizontal position or something? Because that's like so, I don't know, weird. Shit, nope. Get in here. Nope. It's only like 3 more rooms to go. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, see, there's like 2 standing on the bed. 2 of them, what? What the hell were they doing, like, both standing? Or maybe like the coffin kind of like grows upwards no matter what way you're actually like situated. Like these guys, they were like having coffee. Aha, there we go. You've broken the seal on the door. You should be able to fight the shadow now. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get funky with it. I think I'm gonna do the same strategy of like rebellion and then although here's like something I'm wondering about. Do I have I don't have anything that gives me any what's it called, resistance to fear. Really, a tiny bit of HP every turn. Nice. Lower chance of sustaining critical hit. That's probably a good idea to have if I'm gonna be using Rebellion. The shadow is waiting beyond this door. Are you ready? Start your engines. Engines. The hell? Because of you, I've had to come to this disgusting place. Now you're gonna pay. Why does she... It's like a backstory thing here. She hates this place more than average.
It's the source of the... Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. I can do it! It doesn't seem like darkness will work.
Okay, this is nice. It doesn't have any like resistances other than Hama and Mudo, which I assume that all bosses do, so that you can like kill one shot them. Really, Pulimpa. I actually need to set Yukari to heal support, but other than that. Let's see how we do. 145. Even like one hit that it did is like way more damage than any of the others do. Oh! Oh, yes.
That
Damage? 521. Yeah, we win. Bye-bye. It was like very easy as well. So much damage! Wait, what? I don't think I actually emptied its health bar. This guy leveled up. No. Dodge slash? Wait, what? Oh, cannot remember anymore. Modo Rebellion's on A. I think I'm gonna remove Charm Boost because like this guy's never gonna learn Charm. Something's about to happen to Kill Rush. No medium multi hit. No thanks. Stay away from my DPS skill.
I'm glad you're all safe.
Yay.
Thanks for your help. The enemy was sly, but you did well.
I did what I could.
And you too, for withstanding the enemy's mental assault.
Alright, let's call it a night.
Oh, Yukari, about that thing you mentioned the other day?
Yes.
You found out something? Cool. Tell me later.
What the hell? Don't
Alright, we should head back too.
chat. Don't chat about secrets like that.
Come on, Junpei.
So, you're the hero again, huh?
What?
Yeah, right. You know it's not.
What?
Hey, why do you have to be like that? Don't tell me you're jealous.
Oh, look who's talking. Aren't you the one that's jealous of Mitsuru?
Shut up!
Are we actually gonna do this whole dysfunctional group thing again? This was at least the refreshing thing about 4 and to some extent 5, because like 5 had some of this but not that intense, I guess. The CE's social rank, social link has reached level 4. Your power to create personas of the full arcana has grown. Yay. Yeah, your team survived. It seems like the trust between you all has grown. Well, except for that jerk Junpei. You learned a new tactic. You can now use full assault. How is that different from like regular attacks? Also what?
Faster than I expected.
Yes! Who the hell are these guys?
That was quite a show.
How do you know?
They've been rather busy these last few months, including their frequent forays into the tower.
Huh?
Their fighting style is positively fascinating, and it seems they've gained new recruits, too. Well, Jin? Are they our enemy?
Why don't we ask our buddy? We'll be seeing him soon.
What?
Yes, that's an excellent idea.
Who the hell are these people anyway?
Considering that he shares our fate, it would be prudent to seek his opinion. We don't have much time left.
You succeeded in defeating the shadows this month too. You expect that there will be fewer victims for a while, but you are too exhausted to think about it. Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? Only took me like 30 minutes to get through this particular story segment. That kind of sucks. You've become tired. Damn it. We've got finals starting on Tuesday. Oh no. Finals will start next Tuesday. Pronunciation, thank you. Geez, we just had an exam. What a pain. Well, maybe pain wasn't the word I'm looking for. English phrases are pretty tricky. Now let's talk about comma splices. Wait, what? What? Here's a question for you. What? Which of these phrases is incorrect? I think this is like the second one. Let me check this. I think it's gonna be this one, because like the I is capital, but that might be... Oh, it is. Yay. I didn't think you'd get it. That's a comma splice. Got it! I mean, yes! So here's like the major question here. Do I want to try and push for Academics 5 in like the next 5 days, I guess? Because traditionally in the afternoon you kind of want to do the your social links instead of anything else, but I want to say that I'm a bit close into getting the next rank of academics, and I think the second exam is at like rank 5, allows you to ace it. Although granted, I don't know what it's supposed to unlock in 3, but you know, would be nice to see some hard to get optional content. How can I help you? No. How have they not fired this guy yet? The most bizarre smell that you ever encountered in your life is drifting out of the bottle. Will you drink it? So I'm kind of curious, if I don't drink it, does this mean I get to keep the medicine to give to Elizabeth? Oh. So if you decline to drink it, he actually gives you a different powerful medicine. How does that even work? Did he know that I have a request for one of those? Like, for that matter, how did the other guy know to give me the anatomical dummy as well? At least my condition has become good, so yay, I guess. Let's see, requests. Bring me strong medicine. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try and study, but before I do that, I'm gonna go to Elizabeth and... I'm actually kind of curious to see. I've definitely got enough levels now to make, was it Vetala? With, I want to say Maragi, but I'm not actually 100% sure, so... I mean, it is Vedala, but I think it's either Maragi or Magaru? This must be that powerful medicine. It looks quite Poisonous, no kidding. May I try some? Don't. Oh, come on, I'm not reading that out loud. What an amazing concoction! I feel as though it could almost kill a man. This is very impressive medicine. That's not how medicine works, damn it. Wait, what? Bring him an Imaru Kunitsuna? Please go feed the cat. Okay. Platinum watch. Can you please buy for me one platinum watch from your world? Retrieve the 4th old document. Retrieve 3 ingredients. Retrieve 5 relic fragments. Funky school music. Okay. So what do I pick? Like 1, 2, 3 these I'm probably gonna have to do all in one go. So that's fair enough. This is also in that Yabasha block. Will you please buy for me one platinum watch from your world? This one kind of implies that this is like a shop recipe or like a shop item or something. So... But I get this one. This one as well is kind of... doesn't mention a specific date. And I assume like the last one should probably be Vedala with Maragi. I want to say like it's like Pyrojack and maybe another of the jacks. So let's see. I remember who was talking about this? It's like a triangle fusion thing, but it's like Pyrojack, Jack Frost, and oh, hi Pixie. It doesn't have Maragi though. That sucks. How about I go like this? Yep. Like Pyrojack does have Maragi, right? Yeah, he does. So why isn't it passing on to... It's gonna be another magician maybe? Ah, Vedala, there we go. Still no Maragi, what? Mabufu. Come on. It's like totally the wrong school even. Yep. Pyrojack, nope. Wait, you can also get it from Principality. Tojelek and Jack Frost. It's like like this? No, I just give it Bufu. Wait, Huapo has Maragi, right? It's like the first skill that she has. Come on. Mabufu. Agi. Ah, oh, come on. This inheritance thing is such bullshit. Whoa. Should get like 7. Devil. Maragi, there we go. Lovely. I totally knew what I was doing there. Ooh, this guy looks weird. The Devil's social link has not yet been established. You lose, sir. You get nothing. Good day. So there's like a remix of this song in what was it like? I think it's like in 4 when you fight Margaret in like the second playthrough, which is kind of like a rock opera-ish mix. You will be able to create King Frost. Ooh, nice. So where's Millimage then? He was actually after me getting all of the jacks. So, Orthrus with Dodge Slash. Okay. Katana obtainable from the Yabasha, the third block, the Onimaru Kunitsuna. I think I'm gonna get like this Go Feed the Cat. So I assume this is what all that God damn it. I assume this is what all that cat food that I've been buying is supposed to be for. If it's gonna be like the dog feeding thing in 4, I'm probably gonna have to feed it a number of times, I guess. So do I also want to make Mithra? Like, I do know that I want to make Tagemi Kazuchi at some point because he's one of the 2 that we need for the Thunder Call fusion skill. But the other one is Thor, which I don't know at what level I get access to. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should, you know, try and get something more useful. I don't have Nigi Mitama. Oh, no, hold on. I do have Nigi Mitama. I fused it once, right? So it's like, if it's one of the new, a new one that they haven't made, it's either gonna be Tagemi Kazuchi or Mithra. Mithra actually gets only 1 rank, but he has like Rebellion and Ripatra, Dia, Mabufu, Double Fang. So Double Fangs and Rebellion is kind of a nice combo. But on the other hand, this one would get more XP, so it's probably gonna learn Zionga as well. Also got Counter as a passive. I don't know, I think I like this one better. And it has Ototaru Kaja from like the get-go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Yo! This persona seems to be holding something within itself. Go, talk to the hand. Okay, get Zionga. What's next? Gatsu A? Okay. So what can we get with Tribal? I got the lowest level ones. Nandi, 39. Yep. Nowhere near strong enough to do this. Yamata no Orochi. One weak to Slash. Oh yeah, but you get Dodge Slash and then like Double Fangs and Rebellion, so... And Otoraku Kaja. Oof. This is kind of tempting, I guess. Oh wait, we can actually make Orthus. What did we need to make Orthus with? Dodge Slash? Would that work? Does any of these have Dodge Slash? Yeah, but it's like a level 38 one, 28 one as well, so it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, I kind of want to get rid of my 3 lowest ones, but can't make Nandi. Ooh, can make Justice. Power, sorry. Rebellion, Sukaja, Mahama, Dodge Elec. Okay, but how about we write a different order? Survive Dark. Harukaja, Sukaja, nah. How about I start with Aris? Aris, Naga, and Oberon. Survive Dark, Rage Boost, Zio, Mazio. Wait, no. It's like Aris, Oberon, and Naga. Kaja, Dia, Survive Dark, Counter. Ooh. Okay, it's not like that strong, so counter doesn't really matter. I like Tarukaja though, and like having another persona with Dia is pretty decent. Plus, well, actually, Survive Dark I think is the skill that leaves you at 1 HP even if you get hit with Mudo. And since this guy is weak to Mudo, I think that's decent-ish. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna get also like a shitload of XP from having a maxed out Justice. I am power. Yeah. Oh shit. Look at all the XP. Wow. Level up. Oh nice, I also learned Mi Patra. Slut. Spells Panic, Fear, and Distress. Hama, Mahama, Survive Dark. Or of Revival versus Darkness Magic. Tarukaja, Dia, Zan A. Counter. I think I'm... Like, I know I like Dia a bit, but, you know, he doesn't, like, fit with the rest of his kit, I guess. Oh yeah, but we're gonna keep Revolution. I'm just gonna like remove Hama. Since I have my Hama, it doesn't really matter at that point. Nice. Like maxed it out. It's like level 30, I'm only 26 or something. Oh my god, look at that. It's like 4 levels higher than me. How awesome is that? Yamata no Orochi. I think I actually should probably register it first of all. Maybe I've got enough money to buy a couple more personas that I can play around with. Kind of need to get like a magician. Huapo. Do I have any chariots? So it's like magician, chariot, and I guess emperor would be the other one. Like I'm kind of like getting into raising Titan. Raising the strength social link. Oh, I already have this one. Never mind. Priestess, that's Fuka, right? And Emperor is yeah, I think we're okay. So we need to go find some funky school music and a platinum watch and to feed the cat somehow. Okay. So we'll have a look. See if I can actually find a cat to pet. But yeah, first of all, what was it? The watch. Let's see. Trade for item. Japanese doll, make it open, blah 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 blah. Nope. So I had like a guide somewhere here saved for requests. So I would have thought that the funky music would come from like this shop. Doesn't. I wonder if you can get the watch from the accessory shop. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Mega power band, giga power band, guard band, speed band. Aha. Luck band, strike slash, word slash, flame slash, ice charm, wind charm. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Oh, platinum watch. I saw it. What was it? 16,000. Screw me, that's expensive. Ugh. Actually have anything that I can sell? I guess the Raikou. This elegant fluorette that I'm not giving to Mitsuru. Yeah, that sucks. Well, at least we found the answer to one of Elizabeth's requests. Can probably go to the school and check up at the music thingy. I assume like the music room might have something. Oh, hold on, but that's the club that we belong to. If I try and enter there, will that like use up my afternoon slot? Kind of curious. Oh, PA room. Okay. So yeah, I was like 50% correct on what I wanted to do. It's a PA room. That was on the second floor, right? Yep. You hear bizarre music playing inside. What the heck? Gekugan Boogie? Why does the school have music like this? Must be a teacher's theme song. Since when do teachers have theme songs? And then like a random weirdo comes and picks it up. Sorry, you have to have permission to be in... This music? I have no idea what it's for, but it says Gekugan Boogie on it. You want it? Are you serious? Sure, you can have it. So what's the PA room supposed to be? So I think we can fast travel to... what's it called? Back to oh, hold on. I remember where we can find a cat. It's like an alleyway here. Yep. He seems to be very weak. He is super cat food? Yes. Mew. The cat slowly started to eat. The cat is purring loudly. If you come back and feed it some more, it might get healthier. Then that's what we're gonna do. So this is gonna be like that dog request in Persona 4, isn't it? When you have to come like 5 or 6 days in total to actually finish the request, like make it happy enough so that the request can be completed. It's kind of nice that I'm building up on my knowledge of further games down the line. Aha, I have completed the request. I see you have a CD with you. Gekugan Boogie? Do they play this often in your school? Yup. Oh, the lyrics are included inside. Oh my god. It's like a custom version of like Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was haiku writing. Oh my god. I'll listen to this later. Yeah, good luck with that. Simple yet sturdy metal flame with small lettering on the placard. I believe it's called a bus stop sign. Eh? What do I do with a bus stop sign? Ah, I see you found my platinum watch. Such craftsmanship. I absolutely adore things made of platinum. It's quite extraordinary. You are fortunate to have such things in your world. Please accept your reward. Chewing soul. Yay. So it's feed the cat, retrieve one homunculus. Wait, I already have one of those, right? Can I just give it to her? Like, there you go, I already had one. That's fine. So, Yabasha, 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 Yabasha. So these I'm not gonna pick up until I'm actually in the dungeon. You seem to have completed the quest. Yay, the homunculus. An artificial creature created by man. It lives only to die, unaware of its sad plight. Okay. Precious egg. I don't like get more quests now that keep knocking them off. Nope. Guess it's like dungeon time. This is also Yabasha block. This one I need to make a Thor, which I have no idea how to make. Actually kind of doubt that I can make one with the ones that I have already. Yep. Oppo, Shisa, Genbu Shisa, Incubus, Sati, Mithra, Orthus. Wait. Oh! Shit! Can actually... So, okay, I need to make a note of this, because I can actually make one of those with dodge slash when I get to level 28, without having to go through all of those. So I'm just gonna make a note here. It was like Takemi Kazuchi, right? Takemi Kazuchi plus Taidan results in an Orthrus with dodge slash. Awesome. Made a note. Now I only hope I remember to read this in 2 levels, which may or may not be during this stream. I'm still not seeing any fusions that actually... wait, Pyrojack plus power? Oh shit, Shisa. Like a Hierophant. Irisan Mahama Rage Boost. Not actually seeing anything that makes a Taidan, which kind of sucks, I guess. How about Triangle Spread? Didn't see the Betala Yatagarasu. And Kusimitama Dionysus. Really, we can actually make a level 48 persona with this, like, early-ish. It also has, like, Mind Charge. Whoa! Like, Virtue as well as level 32. Whoa. It's cool. But yeah, we can actually make it Dionysus with Mind Charge, and he's got like 41 magic too. So what Mind Charge does in other games of the series, it kind of supercharges your magic stat for the next magic spell that you use, I think. Which is a very good thing to do if your next spell is gonna be, say, something that does almighty damage. Like, I don't remember what the spells are actually called at the moment. But the almighty, the spells that do almighty damage, which is like a damage type, like fire and cold and so on and so forth. Those usually cannot be resisted by any enemy. Like, I think the almighty damage type generally does not have any resistance tied to it. So you always get like the full benefit, which makes it insanely good to use with Mind Charge. So yeah, now basically I want to go to school library, right? Yeah, I think I decided that I was gonna do most of what's it called? I was gonna do most of the academics raising events if possible. So yeah, that would probably be a good idea until we get into the exams. Library. It's locked. Yep. Art room. It's on the other side then. No, hold on. Science room, laboratory, and it's like laboratory again. I always get so confused in here. It's like both corridors are approximately the same looking. I'm like, which one do I take? This is the library over here. There we go. It's the library. Would you like to study here? Yup. Hit me with that knowledge. I'm kind of... I want to say I need another 6 or so interactions to get 5 or 6 interactions maybe to get rank 5 of academics, and that gives me a lot of leeway for rank 6 at the 3rd exam. Okay. Well, I might be running out of money because of all the personas that I bought that I'm not actually gonna use. That's what you call fiscally responsible. Or not. I mean, fiscally irresponsible. But, you know, whatever. Hey, Raiken! How is school going? Have I been doing my homework? Any failed tests? I'm actually preparing for the second exam thing. Oh, I'm tired. Boo. I've just finished like the third full moon boss, so I think I'm further than you now in the game. So yeah, how are we doing tonight? How's everything going? I don't think anyone's in chat, but if you are and want someone that you want to follow, Raiken is the guy for you. Go follow. The morning sunrise is so refreshing. The sunlight reflecting off the windows is beautiful. It's because of the building wasn't built that long ago. Why am I learning this? You know, I heard from my parents there was an explosion here 10 years ago. Exposition, tasty. They replaced the building after that, but there's more to it too. Around that time, a lot of students stopped coming to school. Maybe that's why they put the new building up, to start with a clean slate. What are they talking about? Even. Also, yeah, the first exam I think we did pretty well. I think we ranked in like the top 10. But of course Mitsuru doesn't recognize that. Oh no, quiz. So it's a good thing I don't need to cheat or anything. Let's see. Totally not cheating. What was it? Kondan, Einen, Shihaizu. Okay. How am I supposed to know these things if no one tells me? Really tired? Aw, I hope you get rest. I was that way the entirety of last week, and I only managed to like stream 1 day out of 5. But hopefully this week is not gonna be as demanding of me. How did I like the third boss? I didn't mind really, to be honest. I kind of had like a persona with Rebellion, and like I don't remember what the skill is called. I think kill something. Let me just like show you. Yeah, this one. So basically what happened is like I cast Rebellion on turn 1, and then on turn 2 and 3 I did Kill Rush, and one of them like got a critical, so I killed it in like 3 turns. Although I will say that the first phase where it does panic to everyone, I slightly got lucky, otherwise I would probably have needed to redo the fight. But yeah, wasn't that bad, to be honest. Like, thematically, it was kind of crap, though. I didn't really like it, like the whole like naughty thing, and like the weird, like, I want to say excuse, but yeah, it's kind of like an excuse, like the weird excuse to put like Yukari in like in a shower scene. I didn't like that either, because of your level not having good personas for that fight. Ooh, sucks. I didn't actually notice if you have access to what's it called? I'm not sure if you have access to the Velvet Room at that point. I want to say that you should, but I didn't really notice, to be honest. But like the level thing, there are respawning shadows in the second floor that you can probably grind yourself off on. Although it's probably not a... Oh! Shit. I forgot. I forgot he's tired. No! He's tired. The third block is now open for you. I'm calling to inform you of a change in Tartarus. I believe a path that was blocked is now open. Woohoo! It's gonna have to wait for after the exams. God damn it, I forgot.
Welcome back.
Ba-da-ba-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. So yeah, like at least the level thing, you can probably like level up a bit. Although I do get that it's not like ideal, and they should have taken steps to like not put you in that situation to begin with. Let's see. It's gonna be Charm, right? Yeah, Print Club. Never mind, we don't need this. We don't need this. We can get the same effect like with a third of the price. Yay. So I kind of want to rest early today, because like anyway, studying when you're tired doesn't actually give you any points, so it's kind of useless to try and do that. So it's just gonna be like morning library, afternoon charm or quiz show, depending on what's available, and then study at night. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Why is he teaching magic? Like, who lets this guy teach their classes? Seriously. Oh my god, I hate this guy. I get a rank up. Am I maxed out in charm as well? Nope. Wrong. Wrong. Well, shit, I'm actually maxed out in charm as well. Okay. It's kind of funny when you think about it, because I've already also maxed out my justice social link, so I kind of have to figure out who to max out next. I've actually been reading that once you max out a social link, they can't go back into reversed anymore. So this kind of like gives you a chance to see the other date scenes as well, although I don't know if I want to do that. Unfortunately, 3 is kind of built in such a way that you actually do need to get into a relationship with like all 5 of the romantic interests in order to max out their social links. Which is kind of shit, come to think of it, but you know, At least in 5, I don't know if 4 does that, because I only focused on like one of the characters that like you can date. It's Friday. Friday is gonna be the Carriage minigame, right? At Polonia Mall. It's okay, what the hell do we do on our evening slots now, when it's not like Wednesday and Saturday? I can't actually get any benefit from these games anymore. It's like Courage, it's like I'm maxed it out, and Mall Walkers, which I think gives you like a random stat, maybe agility on one of your personas, which I don't really care about. Isn't there like a social link that I can be increasing at night? Like, I keep thinking that there's probably gonna be a social link NPC here somewhere at some point. It doesn't really make sense to have a nightclub, like to have a location like this and not have anything happen in it. CB Blue, Chagall Cafe, Police Station, Karaoke, Pharmacy, Power Records. Yeah, I literally have nothing to do with my evening slots now, except for like Wednesdays and Saturdays. Yeah. Oh, screw it, I'll just do the whack-a-mole thing. Let's see if I'm correct and what's gonna give us like agility. Your persona speed has increased. Yeah, okay. That was the one. So my goal here is kind of to get academics to 5, which should be close-ish, hopefully. Got like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's got like 3 days. It's like 2 library events, 4 study events, so that's 6 points, and 1 quiz. It's like 7 points then. Is he still jealous? Seriously? Like I care, and then you walk in together. I'm like, It all began from infighting among the Taira clan. Their conflict escalated until the Imperial Court intervened. Masakado was pursued by the Imperial Court and had no choice but to openly oppose them. The result was known as the War of Masakado. You don't look anything like a samurai, but let's see if you know this one. Huh? What title did Taira no Masakado claim for himself? Satan? Like, who the hell thought that was a, like, trick answer? Your charm has increased. Yeah, but it can't increase any longer, game. Stop being an idiot. You received a text message. It's from Akiko. Ikutsugi-san is coming tonight. He has something to tell us. We'll meet on the 4th floor as soon as everyone is back. Oh, come on. I'm gonna lose my... the quiz slot. Come on. Boo. This sucks. There shouldn't be any story events when it's exam period, I guess. What the hell? So, okay, I'm not gonna get my... I'm not gonna get the point from, like, the quiz, and probably not gonna get the point from studying tonight either. So there's, like, gonna be 1 point here, and then 2 points on Sunday. Then another 2 points on Monday, and that's it.
So that's what happened on the night of the 7th. It
Well,
was a difficult operation.
are preventing me from studying and fighting a huge breakthrough in quantum physics? Yeah, that's what's happening. Like rank 5 of our academic stats comes with the answer to like the reconciliation of the theory of relativity with quantum mechanics and quantum physics.
But it's not all bad news. I called today's meeting because...
I'm sorry.
Whoa. Objection!
Before we go on, I'd like to ask Mitsuru-senpai something.
She doesn't like her.
Me?
Since I've joined, so many things have happened. I went along with it without really understanding what was going on. But now I need to know.
Wow.
I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us. Haven't
Whoa, who would have
you,
thought?
You act like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour and Tartarus, but they're related to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
Wow. Oh shit.
What accident?
The explosion.
There was an explosion near our school, and a lot of
You know, the
people
one the
died.
game has been hinting for the last 2 weeks of in-game
It
time.
must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But around the same time, a large number of students were recorded as absent.
Oh shit.
Seems like more than just a coincidence.
It would be nice if like all the rumors that we get don't actually get discussed exactly a week or two after their first mention.
What do you mean?
Like it would be nice if this was kind of like mentioned in the intro or something, and then suddenly 20 hours into the game we're now like going back to it and everyone's like, whoa, I didn't know this was related to it.
I dug up some old school records and found something interesting.
Yes,
The
are you a
students who were
detective?
absent, they all collapsed suddenly and had to be hospitalized.
I've been trying to understand quantum mechanics so you would understand quantum computing, and from your extensive research you can say that it's confusing. Knowing myself, I would probably be like an end user anyway, so good luck with that though.
Sound, you know, like the girls who bullied Fuka. There has to be an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you must know something. Tell me
must.
the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It just never seemed relevant. But
It's okay. It's not your fault.
She knows.
all right, I'll tell you the whole story.
Oh.
The shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates that they can even affect time and space.
So they can cast haste and slow?
We think of them as our enemies. But what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They would be a source of unimaginable power, wouldn't they?
Isn't that what like personas are? Basically.
What? 14 years ago, one man pursued that line of thinking.
My father.
He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo. My grandfather.
Oh, grandfather. Okay, I was close though. Like maybe I should like start playing just like exclusively anime games so that I could make these kinds of predictions. That would be nice. Oh, cutscenes. Why is everyone like so stretched out though? They kind of look like a very lanky, I guess.
My grandfather was obsessed with shadows. He wanted to harness their power and create something extraordinary.
Harness their power?
He assembled a team of scientists, and over several years collected a significant number of shadows.
Collected?
What?
How?
Damn, that's freaking crazy.
However, 10 years ago, during the final stages of the experiment, they lost control of the shadow's power. Consequently, the nature of the world was altered.
You mean?
The Dark Hour.
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour.
Whoa. Dum dum dum.
By their account, the mass of shadows they collected split into several large ones that then dispersed.
Do you wonder if quantum computers will ever be available for home users? I don't know. I mean, like, technology is always, like, the flow of technology is always supposed to be, like, experimental to, like, big-scale applications to, scientific and big-scale applications to industrial applications and then to end-user applications. So, I mean, who's to say if it's not going to be... Say you're gonna go like get a Pentium Flux 20 years from now, or something like equally pithy sounding like that. I mean, like you would never have imagined that something like a cell phone, for example, would have. Well, actually, I'm like phrasing this wrong. You would never have imagined that something that has like more power than the first supercomputers would be in the palm of your hand and like it would be constantly upgrade over the years. Pentium Flux, yeah. With like N processing cores and I don't know what it's called in English. In Greek, the translation is that like a number tends to has like a tendency towards infinity, but I'm not actually sure what the mathematical term in English is supposed to be. But yeah, it's not going to be like one of those where you can actually like quantify the processing power, just like the states in between.
These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Oh shit.
Is that why they've appeared in different places? Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus?
Because that's where they were doing the experiments?
Don't tell me. That's where they conducted the experiment?
Oh no, no one saw that coming. Can I just reiterate for like one more time that I have no idea how the plot of the game is gonna go? Like, I know a couple of things about the ending because someone spoiled those to me, and I know maybe that like one or two other characters are gonna join us at some point, but that's about it. I have no idea about any of this.
Then, those students who were hospitalized.
I'm afraid it's just as you're thinking.
They were being experimented on. Right?
Port Island must have been an ideal location for them. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could do as they pleased. As you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekukan High School.
No one saw that coming.
Does that mean all we've been doing is cleaning up their mess? You
Well,
lied to us?
no.
You knew, too, didn't you, Senpai? They've just been using us. Or do you not care as long as you get to fight?
Why is she being such a bitch?
That's not true. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like. It was my decision not to share that information. I'm sorry. I never intended to deceive you. Convincing you to join SEAS was my highest priority. As absurd as it may seem, only we, with our personas, can fight the shadows.
How could you?
Besides, some of us were never given a choice.
Mitsuru.
Don't save that for your rank 9 social link. You know the rules.
Yukari, it's those in the past who are to blame.
Yeah, this guy's gonna betray us. I'm like 100% sure of that.
And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But...
But
It's
who
been
will
10
I hate
years
if not
since that
Mitsuru
incident.
senpai? She
No one knows
sucks.
why those shadows suddenly returned.
She's so much better
But
than
since
me.
they're
Eh.
active, at least we can find and destroy them. Do you realize what this means? What if I told you that those 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
How do you know that?
Then if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Well,
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See, it's good news, isn't it?
is that true?
how does he know? Where's the
There's
proof?
evidence to support it.
How?
Now, our true battle begins.
There's evidence. Don't worry about it. I have it. There's I have all this evidence in this folder that's called totally real evidence for sure.
The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to just wait for them.
Yep, we need to
There are
grind.
many
I mean,
mysteries still
we need to
surrounding
get stronger.
Tartarus. Why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answer must lie within it.
Yeah. Suspenseful. Oh, nice. I didn't miss my afternoon slot. Must be so calm, dude. You seem so calm, dude. Must be because you can do anything. Why is he getting so shitty? Screw you. Like specifically knowing how the game ends, it's kind of funny that he acts like this. Okay, let's do the quiz. Quiz. Yep. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, smart to intelligent. Wait, what's the difference? What's the difference between smart and intelligent? Isn't it the same thing? Is the next rank going to be called clever? So it's going to go from smart to intelligent to clever? So aren't those all supposed to be synonyms? I don't get this game sometimes. But I'm actually just one step from maxing out every social link. And then having nothing to do on evenings? There's no school today. Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, those rank names don't make any sense. Not kidding.
Do as usual, huh?
Yeah. Isn't this guy warm?
Why are you here? If you came here to try and convince me, then forget it.
It's nothing like that. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Huh?
What? Huh? Hmm?
We've known each other for a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage.
Oh my god, are they going to... Oh, they're both orphans? Come on. Alright, this game keeps on piling the...
Me and Miki. We used to run around here until
What do you call them? The... like the cliches? So I guess that Mickey person probably died. It's probably like a girl that they both liked and she died because one of them failed to save her.
Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
I'm like 99% this is gonna be the case.
You haven't changed one bit.
Yeah. Heh.
If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other friends.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually you just charge ahead like a damn fool. So obviously there's something on your mind.
I do reminisce sometimes, but what's the point? Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour.
Oh shit.
Surprise!
To be honest, all I've been thinking about lately is getting stronger. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting, huh? That's different for every person. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit.
Oh, check out the philosophy on this guy.
Like I did.
I don't care anymore. Until you convince me to join your party again.
Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
You haven't changed at all.
Yes?
Hey, that.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai? Oh, please come in.
What the hell's up with your room? Why is there like so many flowers?
Not only do you excel at providing support during battle, but also at obtaining information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble, but I do have a special favor to ask of you.
So are they just like getting here to snitch on one another all the time?
I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
But very little was made public.
That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
How?
You mean hack into their system?
How? She has not been shown to have any technical aptitude up until this point. She just like summons a lady around here which scans the area. What the fuck?
That's illegal.
And also impossible.
I'll give you my ID and password. You'll be free from...
Oh. You'll be free from accountability. How the... That's a sentence that does not make sense.
I want to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
No, I'll do it.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
See?
Are you sure?
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Haha. Yes, I do.
Yamagishi, aren't you resentful?
Don't you hate me for who I am?
After all, despite my good intentions, I didn't drag you into this without fully explaining.
I should maybe
you
write
must
one
be
of
a
these
little
games at
angry
some
with me.
point.
Not really.
It's not your fault.
You see, my parents have an inferiority complex because all my relatives are doctors.
Wait, what? Okay, that's original at least.
That's why they're so tough on me. It's really hard for me to be at home.
You gave me a safe place.
But
So,
here, I feel important, and I
Yep.
can help you and the others. So why should I be angry?
You're right, Yamagishi. We do need you. No one can take your place. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Oh, was almost original. Yeah, I know. I really missed the days where I could like play a game
So, Tartarus
and just like be surprised like all the time and not like be able to guess all of the stuff. Yep, he's still jealous.
Good. That's what we've been fighting for. So why am I so pissed?
Because I don't get a chance to shine and beat the protagonist.
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Seriously, but at least we're seniors now. We won't be wearing these stupid uniforms much longer.
Yeah, I've had enough of this. I just want to get accepted to college and start having some fun.
That's if you get accepted.
Okay.
Don't forget.
That seems a bit weird.
I know why. I'm the reason. I was like, fighting is my duty, but hell, it's all I'm good for. If it weren't for that,
I'd be a nobody.
I'd be worthless.
Close enough.
I can't fight worth shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least.
Can we get past the angst, please?
Nothing I do is good enough.
I wish I could have like a game where like the characters have like positive character arcs. They don't start like some huge kind of issue that they have to resolve. I mean, I guess it's probably gonna be boring to base an entire game around that, but like maybe have like one or two characters that are well adjusted to begin with, and they don't have to suffer like through inferiority complexes or like troubles at home or like troubled childhood, I guess, or I don't know. What else did we see in this game? Not living up to your potential, sheltered upbringing.
My worst fears keep coming true.
Oh my
It's
god.
stupid to believe in things like trust and friendship. Dad, this old letter of yours. I must have read it 1,000 times since it came last spring.
March 6th, 2000.
Wow.
To my family. Tomorrow, I bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge.
I mean, the writers would need to write an original story that requires work. I mean, yeah.
It'll be stored in a time capsule and sent to you 10 years
It's kind of annoying though that the last truly original game that I played, I can't remember when it was. Like, okay, let's like make a what do you call it? Let's like check and see my most recent games played, right? Let's see, profile. Games. Let's just like go with the Steam ones, right? Recently played. Maybe just like capture the let's see, Steam. There we go. Wait. Why isn't it showing anything? Oh. Okay, well I guess window capture might work better. Smart select. Nope, it still doesn't do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. Like, let's check this out a bit. Let's see what games I've played the last few weeks and see if we can find any original ones in between those, right? You agree? Yeah, I know. But it's still very infuriating, right? So let's see. Stardew Valley. Where have I seen this before? Oh, that's right, like a million other Harvest Moons. Destiny 2, bog standard sci-fi story. Monster Hunter World. Well, okay, that's kind of original, but it also doesn't really have a story. Final Fantasy VIII, friendship, love, like every other Final Fantasy and JRPG ever. And also School Kids. Although in this one they're kind of like mercenaries, so that's kind of interesting-ish. No Man's Sky, Sandbox, no particular story. Half Minute Hero, well, that one I have to say was kind of original in its execution, but the story itself is not, because it's kind of like made up from like a bunch of different like mini scenaria, and they're all like based on a variety of cliches from anime. So yeah, no. Paper Sorcerer, well, that was interesting-ish, but it's also unfinished, so I don't want to talk about it. I kind of hate that I have this game in my library because they never went around to properly fixing it after release. Distrust, aka John Carpenter's The Thing, but with co-op. The Evil Within, well, that was... I seem to remember that I called out at least half of the plot twists in that game. So let's see by playtime. Like the ones that do have stories, right? Come on. Got kind of like a big library, so it takes some time to load. My apologies. There we go. Warframe, Space Ninjas, no story. Team Fortress, no particular story. Borderlands 2, no story. I mean, Dark Souls kind of has like an interesting story, but it's not really a story. It's kind of like fluff. It's like an interesting world, but no story itself to speak of. That like interesting at least. Same also. Mass Effect 2 is kind of like the BioWare go-to of cliches. It's a good game though, but you know, same with Dragon Age. Warframe has a pretty nifty story going on. I mean, I've only played up until before Fortuna came out, so I don't know what its current story is about. Like, I can only speak about the stuff that I've played, but like the stuff that I've played is kind of like... The story itself doesn't feel like it matters much. Yeah, Space Mom is gone. Okay, Lotus is gone. Fair enough. But like, it doesn't feel like the story matters much. Like, for me, it kind of feels like the story is more like a vessel for explaining why you do all the grinding that you do. Which, I mean, it's a good thing. Like, the Warframe is maybe one of the two examples of a game where grinding is actually fun and it's actually properly integrated into like the game mechanics in a sense. The other one being Monster Hunter, but for different reasons. I think that Warframe kind of like made the basic control scheme fun enough so that you don't mind doing it over and over again, while Monster Hunter World has like enough variety so that you again don't mind playing stuff over and over again. Torchlight 2 is kind of like the bog standard save the world trope. Fallout New Vegas, same but in post-apocalypse. Fallout 4, also the same, but with multiple endings that don't matter. Dungeons of Dreadmore is a roguelike where you have to defeat the big evil. Just Cause 2 the same. Actually, I'm not like gonna give a recap. Like, Prey was kind of interesting, even if it's like still a very predictable story. Kind of think of it. Hitman Absolution kind of had like a kind of unpredictable story. Although this game is kind of crap, so your mileage may vary. Mass Effect Dishonored. No, Dishonored was like a standard redemption arc. Like, you get framed at the start of the game and you have to bring the true the real bad guys to justice and stuff like that. In a way, Sekiro is also the same, as was like Deus Ex was very derivative of the original game. Alien Isolation had a I don't want to say unpredictable, but it had like an interesting story. Because once you get like a bad guy that doesn't really have any motive other than, you know, eating you, and it's kind of like baked into the whole setting, I guess, it becomes a lot more focused, I guess, on the protagonist rather than the enemy. Plus, it helped that it was terrifying as fuck. I did manage to get all the achievements, but it's not something that I would ever want to play through ever again. Doom, kill stuff, yay. Okay, Darkest Dungeon has like a decent take, but it kind of, for me, got a bit ruined on the DLCs. Because like the Court of Blood and that other star thing from the stars thing kind of like was shit. Thief was Trope City, Trope Central. Fear 3, more of the same. Bard's Tale 4, yeah, was also something like that. RE6. Like seriously, I can't see like any game where like the story was original enough for me to not be able to predict at least some of the story bits. FTL was one, but that's also kind of because half the story is a bit modular, I guess. And since it's kind of like a roguelike or roguelite, I guess, it kind of builds itself more on your actions rather than on the narrative itself. Which is probably a reason why I enjoy roguelikes and roguelites as much as I do. Because in a sense, you're kind of like building your own story rather than following the writer's story. It's like in Dreadmore, it's you get like the end goal of like kill Lord Dreadmore, but beyond that, it's kind of the story of the idiot that tried to kill a robot with exploding arrows from 2 blocks away and died. I may have had that happen to me a couple of times. Yeah, I know. It's like an incredibly broad term. But then again, so is JRPG, so is Souls-like, so is like action-adventure. You know, they're kind of like incredibly broad terms. So this is like an interesting conversation. Maybe I should like continue with the game in the meantime, because we're gonna sit here speaking about this
so small right
for
now,
hours.
In 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school.
I think this is more a problem of needing 1 or 2 word descriptions for something that actually needs a sentence to be described properly. So yeah, you basically like get the first game that kind of did something like that, and you name the entire genre after it. So yeah. Like what would like a good term for a roguelite be? Like procedurally generated, randomized, punishing game? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's broad because individual games get certain aspects of that one game that first did it. It's like Souls-likes, right? What would you call like a Souls-like? I've heard people say that Blasphemous is Souls-like. I've heard people say that Dead Cells is a Souls-like, mainly because the combat is kind of like reflex-based. And then The Surge is also a Souls-like because it's like a third-person action hack and slash thingy that requires some preparation to, you know, do well in that game. Is Salt and Sanctuary also a Souls-like? Who knows? Totally different in like scope and in control than what Dark Souls was. Like hell, even Bloodborne is not a Souls-like, and it's like the same genre, but it's like different enough in both theme and control focus, I guess, because the control scheme is the same. But let's face it, in Dark Souls you're more yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, roguelike is kind of like the Souls-like of 10 years ago, right? It's just like people need single word terms to describe something that's way more complex than what a single word can explain.
But I swear to you that nothing is more important to me.
Like, okay, even JRPGs, right? What's like a JRPG? Is it like turn-based? Is it like real-time? Because any RPG that came out of Japan can be called a JRPG. That also means like Kingdom Hearts or Persona or I don't know, Disgaea, which is technically like an SRPG, like strategy RPG. It's like most of the descriptors for what a game is currently are a bit too limiting, because most games don't just like stick to one formula anymore, mainly because they can't afford to do that due to trying to attract as many customers as possible. So like, for an example, what would you call an ARPG? I'm interested in like hearing your term on an ARPG, what an ARPG is, and like as few words as you can possibly describe it in.
Yukari, are you remembering to enjoy life?
Are you remembering to enjoy life? Yes, Daddy. I mean, that sounds so wrong. Jesus Christ, that sounds so wrong.
Are you still bright-eyed and hopeful, like you are now?
RPG that focuses more on action than traditional RPG mechanics, but does include RPG mechanics, right? So, this is like a very cheeky example, and you know I'm not like making a dig at you, but how would you describe the multiplayer mode of any recent Call of Duty game? Right? Would that be something that has RPG elements but focuses more on the action of it? I mean, I don't... I just don't like this reductive method of just like taking the most major thing that one game does and saying that, yeah, this is what the game is like. Because if that's the case, how do you classify like the weird stuff that double dips? How do you classify, say, for example, Papers, Please, or Undertale? Ooh, sorry, kind of like bumped into the microphone there. But yeah, Papers, Please, Undertale, Chime, I guess. It's like a one that I had played recently. Mystery of the Obra Dinn, I guess. I haven't played that, but I've got like a general clue of how the game kind of flows. How would you describe those games? Like, I've seen, for example, Papers, Please be described anything from like a simulation to like a visual novel to a puzzle game. And it's got like elements of all of those. What's happening? I'm kind of like ranting a bit on something that I've been meaning to talk about like ages. Hey, Tumatigeri, welcome. How are we doing? What's going on tonight? I'm actually testing my new lighting, which is a bit more natural, if you'll see, and way less like bright spots, thankfully.
I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom.
Oh, tired. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you can also make the MOBA distinction. You can also make the MMO distinction because it's got like persistent stats, right? Heading for sleepy time. Fair enough. I like, thanks for dropping by then. I'm like, appreciate it. Okay, so do we want to study a bit more? I mean, I've got like to rank 5, so that should be enough for now. But I also think that it might be a good idea to just like keep doing it and get to 6 until like the third exam is up. Your mind seems to be sharp and alert. Aha. So you get like 2 academic increases from this event on Sundays. And then you get this idiot spawning. There's gonna be that Pharos dude, right?
It's good to see you.
I hate this guy. This kid. This guy
Has
kid.
it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I certainly don't have any better system for it, but as someone that's played like a lot of different games, it kind of becomes very difficult to discuss them.
So, how's life as a Persona user?
It's fun, aside from like the creepy kid that keeps popping in my bedroom once a month. Something's missing.
I wonder what. I hope you'll find it soon.
It's not that I mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough. That's like even more reductionist than actual like just like FPS or RPG or action adventure or stuff like that. But this is the thing. This is only because like people in like the vast majority always like I guess temper their experiences would be like a poetic way of speaking about it. But yeah, people like for the most part are always like temper their experiences and their expectations based on stuff that they've already experienced. So for like a lot of the gaming audience specifically, it's a lot easier to get a general idea, I guess, on what a game is if you say that it's like some other popular game that does something similarly. So Souls-likes or roguelikes or Doom clones or yeah, FPSs were used to be called Doom clones at some point. Or like the I don't know, is there like any other term? I suppose you could say that like a certain kind of like management game is called like the God Simulator, which I guess would only like apply to maybe 5 or 10 of those games like Populous or Black and White, I guess. Hell, you can even say that ActRaiser is kind of like a God Simulator. And that's also kind of like a platformer and RPG.
10 years ago, if I remember correctly.
You weren't even alive 10 years ago, kid.
Hey, didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago?
Wait, what? Did they? I don't know.
Persona is like a mirror, which means a Persona user can never escape from his true self.
Oh
Regardless, I will stay with you, because we're friends.
Oh my god, can I punch this kid? Yeah, death, level up, blah blah blah. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Death Arcana. Ye all the English doth not work like so. Seriously, why? This is another like pet peeve of mine. Generally, I don't. The mysterious boy social link. Awkward. Do we want mysterious boys visiting our room after midnight? It's like another one of my pet peeves, kind of like the old like using old-ish sounding English. Is very annoying because middle period English does not work like that. Shakespeare did not write in that way specifically. It was way harder to understand. It's like so infuriating when like what they basically just do, they change does with doth and you with thou, and they just like they call it a day. Yeah. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's a good way of looking at it. That's kind of like the problem then becomes on like if it's broad enough that you can describe different experiences. What about games that like dip into two or different like categories? Do we start like putting like a bunch of tags on it, like in the Call of Duty example, would be like a FPS, MOBA, RPG, MMO kind of thing, based on what it actually does? I mean, I don't know. There's got to be like an elegant way to do this. But I guess the gaming industry doesn't really care about elegant solutions. Not if we can like get the quick and dirty way out. Yeah, that's the worst part. You get a bad grade and everyone looks at you like your dog just died. No, it's like you get a bad grade and then you don't get into the school of your choice. What the fuck is wrong with this? Like, how are all the kids in this school so unlikable? All of them. I kept mentioning this yesterday stream. It's I don't know. It's like everyone that's ever worked on like a JRPG that has school life in it had like a terrible childhood. Like all of the named school kids are jerks or idiots or both, or they keep getting into trouble. So I've made this MMO FPS JRPG MOBA game. How can you make an FPS JRPG? It'd be like what? Like Call of Duty but more like skimpy outfits? You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes? No! Stay awake. Your academics has increased. Oh, nice. We got like a freebie. What you call the freebie point? Ba, ba, ba. Call of Duty, but more power of friendship. You are aware that like Call of Duty is less the power of friendship and more like the power of bullets, right? Or like the power of nukes at some point. Let the power of nuclear fission wash over you. Bathe in the power of radiation. And maybe a full metal jacket bullet. Wait, nurse's office? Oh, what? Am I tired? No, I'm not. Oh, okay. I actually like entered the wrong door. This is like where I was supposed to be heading. Would you like to study here? Yes. Friendships. What kind of ships are those? It's like a spaceship, but for friends. Don't you be now? What? An awkward silence fills the room. Yes?
You know, it's almost summer break. Do you have any plans?
Nope.
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, it sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But first, we have exams to worry about. Ugh, what a drag.
Really?
Now, you'll be fine. But yeah, I'd love to go somewhere famous for its beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Is that where we're going?
Well, it's not Okinawa.
Ha!
But how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
Yes, I was looking for more ways to betray you. I mean, I was just passing
I
by.
happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Mitsuru, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
Okay.
He will.
So?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and pay him a surprise visit?
Seriously?
Whoa!
Yes! Beach babes, here I
Are we gonna bond over this trip? Is he gonna stop being jealous of me?
Ugh, men.
Yeah, stereotypes.
How about it, Mitsuru?
But my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
It's not like I'm his daughter or anything.
Don't worry. No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him. You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while. We already know when the next operation will be, so it should be fine.
Yeah, go on a vacation, don't visit Tartarus, don't raise your social links. Screw all of that just to go to the sand. Yay.
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
Woohoo!
The beach. I should design a special training regimen.
Yes, Akihiko, please be more one note. Train, train, train. Yay.
I have to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got an extra pair you can borrow.
Nice try, man.
Are you going to swim too, Ikutsuki-san?
I'm afraid I...
Is she gonna go fight with Mitsuru? Yep.
Senpai?
Or she gonna apologize?
Uh,
Yeah, she's gonna apologize.
sorry about the other day.
Yep.
I got a little carried away.
Oh, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they kind of like explained that it's only like once every full moon, so I can't really fault them on that one.
In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident is still alive. But in reality, there is one witness who survived.
My father.
There is?
Yes.
My father.
Ha! 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 I did not see that coming. Oh no. How would I ever have expected this? Seriously, I'm kind of a bit annoyed though, because once you're like done maxing out your social stats, you have nothing to do on the evening slot except like get here. Like I don't need any more courage, so I can't do karaoke. I don't need any more charm, so I can't visit here. Hey, it's a thing you've never seen your stream. It's like a Raiken. Oh, he's there, watching, waiting, winking, I guess. I don't know, but I'm sure he's there. Like if not like bodily, then in spirit. Dittoing. Wait, what does that mean? I'm not agreeing to that. It could mean anything. I'm not gonna dig myself into that. So nope. Oh, you're here, but Melee Mage is not. That sucks. Yeah, I know what Ditto is, but I mean, Dittoing sounds like something that has like a special meaning, maybe, or something like that. So I don't want to. No. Does not look like Raiken? No, it doesn't, because it's kind of like missing the beard and like the cap. I'm trying to think of like a Pokemon that has a beard, or like at least a goatee. Psh, it's a Ditto. It can grow those, right? This question seems familiar. What form of natural magic was used to find water sources? It's like dowsing, right? Yeah. Role-playing. Sure! Role-playing, that's the correct response here. Role-playing. Yeah, you can find water with role-playing, yes. If I was water, where would I be? That's called like deductive reasoning. Legit can see Melee Mage. Ah. Only see him on the on-stream chat. Wait, what? What does that mean? Some Europeans call this creature devilfish and refuse to eat it. It's like the... Yeah, octopus, I remember this. Someone blocked me? Wait, what? Really? Yeah, like, did you actually block him or anything? Like, if there's something going on between you two, I don't want to get in the middle of that, because I like you both, so... if you, like, want to take it to PMs to try and figure things out, then please do. Who established the Kamakura shogunate? I don't know. It's like a Masakado? No. Minamoto no Yoritomo. This was not mentioned during like the regular classes. What the fuck? This is stupid. Oh. Chat got fucked, so it will only show your messages. But yeah, of course, you've been the only one speaking here, and there's like Tomatigeri just like passed by at one point, but that was it. Yep. I'm kind of like, thank you for highlighting how lonely my chat is. That you can have like a bug chat where you can see only yourself speak, and it doesn't really matter because no one else talks. Or at least before Millimage got here, no one else talked. Have to work, okay? No, I'm not. I meant like I meant it more like as a general indication of how shitty my streams must be. Somebody needs to attempt to make money. Yeah, I know the feeling. I've like got like exactly enough for groceries for the next week and maybe some gas, and that's about it. What's up? Thank God today's the last day of the exams. Aw, how have you been doing? You jealous bastard, don't ask. I can't wait to let off some steam. Dude, don't you just love summer? Wait. I know I lose... Wait, what? Wait, what? You lose me when you hit around the 14 threshold. 14 what? 14 what? Subscribers? I don't understand that. I don't understand what the threshold is off. It's in the fine print when you followed. I still don't understand what like that number was for. The questions are just too easy. Whoa, someone's coggy. Did I actually ace it? I remember reading that you need like 3 academics for the first one, 5 for the second one, like 6 for the last one. So I guess we just aced this. I wonder what the reward is gonna be.
So, how'd you do?
Hey, check it out! I aced PE!
Wow.
Well, that pretty much answers the question.
A real man doesn't dwell on the past.
Yeah, is that why you've been so jealous, jerk? I mean, whoops.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, isn't it?
Seems to be a trend when someone you follow goes big. Yeah, but I don't get the number 14 though. I don't... That's what I'm like trying to figure out. Like I got like the general gist of what you were talking about, but I'm more curious about like that specific number. Oh yeah, by the way, I have like an espresso tumbler here. I like went on like a 20-minute rant when I started the stream about it. I'll just like give a quick recap. When I started the stream, I was like 10 minutes late because we have an espresso maker that the missus insisted we buy last Christmas. And there's like 2 buttons for like preset you can set your own preset quantity of liquid, I guess. Like you basically just like keep the button pressed until enough water has passed through to your liking. And I always had like the right one set to fill this tumbler exactly, because these are like official Nespresso ones that my sister-in-law kind of like got us as a gift. So I set this to fill up while I was starting the stream, like during the whole like starting now thing. And it turns out that the missus kind of reprogrammed it so it would feel like a small mug instead, because she kind of likes her espressos to be more like Americanos, I guess. If that's the things kind of like diluted way too much. So I wasn't paying attention and this started filling up and it made a mess before I noticed. So this is why I have this here, because I wanted to illustrate what my espresso tumbler looks like. Also, I'm insanely proud of having this because they're like very, very good quality. They're like solid metal. Check this out. It's like it's got like the Nespresso stamp below as well. It's like a really hefty espresso tumbler. It's also really nice to fill this if you want to like say fortify your iced coffee with a shot of this. Which is what I was planning on doing.
Me?
But yeah, I still wonder what the 14 was supposed to mean. Don't keep me hanging.
Hey, I don't have practice today, so do you want to do something?
Do you want to do something? Oui.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, no worries. I figured.
If you need to buy a swimsuit, I'd be happy to help.
Really?
As if. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker room.
Oh, hold on. 14 viewers constantly talking. Yeah, that will be the day. That would be the day. Actually, I'm kind of curious to see my stats. Let me see. Twitch TV, channel, creator dashboard. See, it's like the achievements, right? That's where we will see it. Hey, you can have like 14 different RAA1 units. It's like they've got like a unique identifier. They don't allow more than one per stream. It's kind of so that they don't like overload. So I did have 11 people talking at the same time on my stream, like one time. But like my average is kind of like around 3 viewers on average per stream, so I wouldn't really expect that to be happening. And I don't ever think I'm gonna like get big in like that sense, at least. Like for one, like a bit weird in the way I talk, so people I think have like a bit of trouble following me. Although I've been getting better on that, but I do get sidetracked a lot. For another, I don't tend to play like a lot of popular games anyway, so the stuff I play is kind of old-ish. So yeah, people don't really want to watch those. I also tend to be a bit way too methodical in my games, so I'll go up after like the collectibles and like I'll debate for half an hour for like fusing personas, for example. Or like leave the game running for 20 minutes while I talk about game genres, for example. At least I talk. Aw, thank you. Also, I don't know, I generally have like a lot of inconsistent quality with my streams, I think. Like sometimes my microphone might be too loud, sometimes like the studio lights might be a bit off. Although I am constantly trying to get things working a bit better. I recently like reset my... Hey, Nick here? Somebody summoned you? Wait, what? I'm confused. Hi! I'm not actually sure if that's like Raiken as well. Oh, yeah, it's Raiken. Yeah, I just realized. Don't log with alt accounts though. That's kind of like against the rules. Like someone could easily accuse you of view botting after this. So you know. Although who would want to accuse you of like giving like 2 views instead of 1? That would be the day.
I know I've been kind of a dick lately.
Yes,
but
you
we're
have.
Still cool, right?
No. Yeah, I'm used to it. Such a jerk.
Thanks, dude. Anyway, that's all history. It's you and me now, bro.
Oh, you're not jealous suddenly. Cool.
All right.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, like I am aware that I'm not like a very typical streamer that like grows big, I guess.
Freedom at last.
And I'm probably never gonna be, because that's not my style. I'm never gonna like go play stuff like, I don't know, Fortnite, or whatever else is the flavor of the month that everyone wants to watch. Like I think the most popular that I've played so far was maybe WoW Classic. And even that is not enough to keep me going for more than a month at a time.
Yakutsuki-san called me. I think he wants to talk about a new candidate.
Oh shit.
Does that mean another person is going to join?
Yay, more party members.
Fuka!
But yeah, I don't really have like the pro setup, if that's the point. And also, I'm not treating this as a job, so it's very unlikely that it's gonna grow. For like for as long as I'm doing this for fun, I'm under no illusion that I'm like I would have been like a lot more consistent if did you have a Switch? No, not yet. I would love to have a Switch, but kind of hoping I can get one. But you know, yeah, I know. I figured that it's like very, very clever to write your name backwards as well. Wonder what mine. I just figured out that my name backwards is like so. It's just like the 3 first letters, like Arrow is kind of Arrow Gerg. Sounds like a hentai. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll see you all later back at the dorm.
Sounds like a naughty anime of sorts. But yeah, I don't have a Switch, unfortunately. I would love to.
Really surprised at how much he's changed.
Specifically to play the remake of Link's Awakening, which I did mention like a bunch of times as being like one of my favorite Zelda games of the series. And also because like Pokemon Sword and Shield is supposed to come out like sometime in 2020 or like the end of 19, I guess, the EU version. Mario Odyssey is also one that I want to play.
I might as well introduce you to him now.
I'm trying to remember what other exclusives I wanted. Oh, wait, what?
Hello.
Elementary school? What?
Oh, hi, Ken-kun. What's up?
Who's this Ken guy? And how does she know him?
He doesn't leave during the break because of his circumstances.
Oh, I heard about that. Something about his parents.
Yeah, his parents died or something? Is that it? Or they're sick or something like that?
It was only me and my mom, but she got
Yep.
in an accident and she died.
Why do all these people have tragic backstories? Can we get like an average guy in here?
It happened 2 years.
Like, could we please get an average person in our
School expenses.
party? No, not me. Like, the protagonist also lost his parents, right? And he's like totally like a sociopath, I guess. The way he goes around trying to please everyone.
But staying Staying at the elementary school dorm all by himself isn't proper for a child his age.
Staying at the elementary school dorm is not proper for a child his age. So instead, we're gonna have him live with the high schoolers. That's more proper. Logic. But account got hacked like a month ago, and I would have never noticed. Thankfully, I've only lost access to like an account of mine once. It was like my old Hotmail account, and even more thankfully, there wasn't like any sensitive data in it because it was also kind of like a throwaway account that I had for like before university. But yeah, I've like it's like security basics. You always need to have like two-factor authentication anywhere you make an account on, or at least sign in through a platform that does so. Like if you sign somewhere with Steam that has 2FA, so that's fine, I guess, through their like OpenID platform. Also, yeah, I mean, it's like that's also why I don't bother with half accounts, because it's like so hard to remember the credentials for everything.
To our dorm? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Why, of course. He has the potential.
Really? He does?
Then he's the new candidate?
I feel very disrespected. So you're saying what annoyed you most about losing your account was that he didn't do a good enough job of covering his tracks. Is that it? That's like a unique way of seeing it.
Yes, but as you can see, he's still just an elementary
It's
school
very
student.
insulting. But he doesn't know you. He doesn't mean that it's like insulting.
Are you Sonata-senpai?
What?
Yeah.
What does he know?
I've heard a lot about you. You haven't lost a boxing match yet.
Wow! He's also a fanboy!
Yeah, well, it's nice to meet you.
It's like this guy doesn't care about this kid. Oh, no, hold on. I know what's gonna happen. The kid is gonna remind him of the person that died when they were in the orphanage, right? Did I get that? I'm gonna have to wait like another 30 hours in order to confirm that. I should like make a highlight of this, like for like do a flashback, like 20 streams for now. Be like, oh, flashback! I totally said that like 20 streams ago. So this is, I think, a good point to try and go to Tartarus. Although it's also a Saturday, so that means it's gonna be the quiz night. And I still do need a bit more academics to max it out. But it's also like... it's getting a bit late as well. That kind of sucks. So yeah, see, I can never go pro. I can't stream for like 8 hours at a time. Which is clearly how... how they like get a lot of retention that way, because it's much easier to get people to follow you if they know that they can they can tune into your stream at like any time during the next 10 hours or something. Yeah, I'm just doing this for fun. I don't even want to get big. Unless maybe we're talking about like a Super Sentai kind of like big, like I just like get enlarged and be able to punch buildings with my bare fists. I don't know. That made more sense when I had like the mental image. That would be actually very cool. I've got like a couple of specific buildings that I might want to stomp on. Are there even buildings turning up? Thank you for that. And yes, there are. We've actually... Every follower I get, I grow 1 centimeter. Like, you think? It's like pulls the waistband like a few centimeters in the front and like takes a look. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, but we do have a lot of tall buildings nowadays. Like for the past 10 years or so, we've like been getting like a whole bunch of like both residential and business towers, I guess. Like there's currently, I believe, one under construction that's around 100 something floors. And like 2 years ago, they completed at least 4 different projects that had like 40 towers each. 40 floors each. So yeah, okay, like the average apartment complex in the town that I live in is usually like 8 to 9 floors. Like not the average, never mind. It's like between 5 and 9 floors, depending on like which part of the city you go to. But there are like it's not like all like 1 or 2 or 3 floor buildings, right? If that's what you mean. I mean, okay, we don't have like anything like a business district would have in, say, I don't know, Quebec, or like in London or wherever else. There's like a major like business hub. The frequency of Sentai kaiju attacks, because we have enough buildings. I mean, you do know that they have like crews that like specialize in rebuilding that, right? Wasn't there like a webcomic or like a comedy series that had that theme? There's like a company that like specializes in just like fixing stuff that either like monster attacks or like superheroes demolish. You know what? I'm gonna start playing the MMO, but I don't have a hermit. I don't have a hermit. Oh shit. I forgot to get a Persona of the Hermit Arcana. What? Stupid, 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 stupid. Yep. Let's see, destroy about 5-6 per episode, and each episode is maybe like between a week to 2. Yeah, but like episodes might be like a week to 2 between like episodes, but they never specifically state that the in-universe time is 1 to 2 weeks per episode. So it's like it's gonna be like a flash forward to like 3 months from now. Haha, fooled you. It's a manga called Shadow. Oh, okay. Inside Lunar Vale Hospital, Maya's in the room. The Power Ranger stays in the same grade for... Yeah, I mean, that's true. And they kind of like also... was like also the movie was a few years after the original series ended, like that Ivan Ooze kind of thing. I remember watching that. I actually remember owning the Game Boy game of that. But yeah, like there was like the movie was a couple of years after the series ended, and only then did they like graduate high school or something like that. I was like, yeah, we've been in the same grade for like 12 years. Like Bulk and Skull. It's like Bulk and Skull were the dumb ones, right? The comic relief characters. Yeah, but it's like everyone made fun of them, but everyone stayed at the same grade for like 7 years. So, I'm drunk. Oh, really? Yeah, really? Save me, Tatsu. I'm sick of my job. No time to party. Wow. 3 beers and counting. Wow, you get drunk with 3 beers? Will you hold my hair back? Roar. I even have to work from home this weekend. Lol. Don't worry, I'm on a break, you know. It didn't used to be like this. I never had to work weekends, but lately I can't get motivated to get any work done. And you could just be tired, yeah, that's like a burned out. That's what the beer is for, duh. But it always worked before. Blech. Has been 8 years though, maybe I'm just getting old. Really? Why do I play this game even though I have better things to do? So you can hook up with a student of yours. I don't talk like this IRL, I swear, it's just an online habit. I suppose I should type correctly like this, but I'm just lazy. I really like how you have good spelling and punctuation on Light. That's so... Oh my, I'm not gonna say that. I hate that word. That's so lit. The things I do for like rank ups in social links. This is like only rank 3 here or something like that. I haven't really bothered with Hermit. I just figured out like a really stupid joke. What do you call a very lonely Muppet? It's like Hermit the Frog. Oh, that's so stupid. I hate myself for even saying that. That's the mark of a good joke. Have you ever said LOL IRL on accident? I think I would die, Ruffle. Wow. That type of thing could get me fired for reals. Don't tell anyone, Kay. I can't get fired, I wanna keep my job. She's gonna like go do her work like drunk? How? See, this just reinforces my point. All of the teachers are like totally incompetent in this universe. Like, you've got the nurse that actively keeps giving students like unsafe stuff to drink. You've got the teacher that only teaches them about magic and not the card game. You've got the teacher that always shows up in class wearing a samurai helmet. You've got the teacher that skips half the curriculum because they didn't like it. It's like the physics teacher. You've got the teacher that complains about not having her favorite book as class material, which is like, I think, the same person as like the hermit. Yeah, all of the teachers that we've seen there. Yeah, and the guy that was given the money by the school treasurer but spent it on taxi and forgot to replace it. So yeah, it's like, I have a theory that like the people that made the Persona series must have had like miserable childhoods in school, because not in even one of these games do they have any proper teachers, or like any regular average teachers at least. Like Persona 5 even made like their first dungeon revolve around a teacher that was like so corrupt that they had been, well, you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go too much into it. Or like even the headmaster in that game. Like the best thing you can say is like maybe in Persona 4 they're not like that bad, but still there's like certainly not great either. So yeah, like the people that made these games must have had like horrible, like, high school lives.
Awesome! There it is! Yakushima!
Whoa! So why is everyone so gloomy? I don't get it. Daytime. Can I save? No, I can't save. Lovely. I forgot to save before the event started. God damn it.
Wow! It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous.
Well.
Welcome back, milady.
Yep, and of course we're like going to over-the-top rich family cliches.
And you must be her schoolmates, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo vacation home.
Yep,
Please follow me.
yep.
Is this the right place?
Like, these are the worst kinds of cliches for me because they are so over the top in order to get their point across that they become like from just like stereotypes into just like comic, unintentionally funny. And that kind of kills the mood.
Real life maids.
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely confirms it.
Yes, and she can hear you, so can the maids. Wow. On the bright side, they're wearing normal clothes. Well, yeah, they are. But how about her dad? Her dad isn't wearing normal clothes. He's like dressed like a 18th century gambler with an eye patch and a cigar.
It's good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're wearing normal clothes. They,
Her
well,
father?
normal-ish, I guess.
Dude, talk about scary. He's not gonna make us walk the plank, is he?
Don't be stupid.
We won't be here long, but make yourself at home.
Sweet. This is gonna rock. Hey, you wanna go to the beach? It's right there. Dude, this place rules. Come on, let's go.
What, already? I mean, sure, but let me get changed first.
Oh no, this is gonna be the going to the
I'll
beach
see you there.
cutscene.
I'm not gonna waste
Like,
a single
complete
minute.
with uncomfortable zooms into the female party members. Here comes.
Got my sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe.
Why does Akihiko wear a shirt?
Yep, summer's here.
Darn, there's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
You must be joking. We come all the way to the beach and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that? You got a better idea?
Damn right I do. It's summertime at the beach. I've got the perfect activity.
Ooh, gross. Oh, there's like no cutscene?
What?
Okay.
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takaba. As you can see, she's chosen a
Well, okay, there's no
bold design,
cutscene, but
quite
like
unexpected.
the spirit of this dialogue is the same.
It takes a lot of confidence to pull off a swimsuit like that.
Are they gonna get nosebleeds?
Is that umbrella taken?
Next up is contestant number 2, Fuka Yamagishi. Wow, Fuka. I had no idea you were so... I mean, you should wear a swimsuit more often. Oh, come on. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yes, it's the pervert. Jeez.
Stop that creepy laugh, you perv.
See? I knew.
And here's our final contestant.
Is she gonna punch him? No. Is she?
Is something wrong?
Wow, Mitsuru Senpai. Beautiful.
Yeah, your skin is flawless. Do Did you already put on sunscreen?
No, not yet.
So, which one's your type?
Really?
Whoa, seriously? You got balls, man. Man, this is great. I'm in heaven.
Yeah, okay, we're kind of like transitioning into the next stereotype in the list, like the impossibly horny teenager party member.
How about a swim? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Charge!
Yep. You feel uneasy, as if someone is watching you. Okay. The uneasy feeling went away. You feel uneasy, as if someone is watching you, turns directly towards the camera. Can I save or something? Someone is watching you. Oh no. It's like I see like two somebodies already watching me. I wish there was like a save point here. Have like time for me to call it for tonight. Fine, let's do the events. Everyone seems to be having fun. That's a good thing, I suppose. Oh. Hey. Nice, we get to save. Yay. Get like this. Okay, yeah, this is I think it for me for tonight. It's like 3 hours now. Unfortunately, due to my job, I can't really handle streaming for much longer than this, unfortunately. I really need to go get to bed as well. So, thanks for everyone that popped up, kept me company. Gonna see if there's anyone we could raid, hopefully. I mean, I can see one of the people I'm following playing Death Stranding, but that's probably a bit too spoilerish. I'm seeing another one playing League of Legends, but I'm pretty sure no one in chat would care to watch that. I mean, Matthias is kind of like playing Super Seducer. What? Yeah, no, I have no idea. Yeah. There's like no one we could be raiding at the moment, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Oh well. I guess that means this is it for tonight. Gear host. Yeah, I don't know why he's playing that. I'm like Twitch presents. Wait, what? What are they showing at the moment then? I have no idea. But yeah, anyway, I think we're just like gonna call it for tonight's Pokemon, right? Is it? Like last time I checked it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me have a look. Which presents? Oh, Pokemon Indigo League Marathon. Yeah, okay. Oh yes, for the Sword and Shield hype. Fair enough. Geoblocked Asia, really? Wow, that's weird. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do that though. You can go watch it if you want. It's actually no one. Like Buibot is kind of like doing Atelier or Atelier Raiza, but I think he's also doing it in like Japanese, so probably not a good like raid target, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it for tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll try and make another stream tomorrow, as usual. You know. So Good night. Thank you, Millimage. Have a great day as well. And Raiken and everyone else that's in chat. Hopefully I will see you around tomorrow with more whatever this is. Good night.